What a time to be alive. And I'm going to say this again, moving all around Phoenix, Arizona. What a time to be alive. Let me tell you guys something. I just want to say, shout out to the supporters. And that's real. As content creators, we start at zero. We move up the ranks. We get our first 100 subs. We go to 10K, 20K. We hit 50K. And I feel like every step of the way, we got to salute the people that support. Now, somebody left a comment and I had to block them. I had to block them like Matumbo in the early 90s. They said, Mr. Keep It Simple, you acting crazy. You going outside. Listen, when it's all said and done, women look beautiful. And the formula is the only way we really survive day to day is because we call ourselves the Monk Maniacs. So calling me crazy, that's the only way to be successful in this world. Because if I wasn't crazy, I would have went to an all melanated school, got in, fall in line, joined a frat, you feel me? Got branded like a tomahawk steak. That's normal, right? That's the alley, right? That's the MLK thing to do, right? Absolutely not. You feel me? You got to go against the odds. And I'm going to say this again, against all odds. AAO, against all odds. You feel me? Once you guys have to understand that, if people say you acting crazy, that means you acting normal. If people say you acting crazy, that means you going places in life. Because when it's all said and done, what's normal? What's normal? You feel me? Streamers taking showers with other streamers, so that's normal. That's the new normal. You feel me? Like, you feel me? That's not crazy. You guys have to understand. Let me tell you guys something. You got to go all in. Shout out to the FLSC. I rally the troops, and the troops, they rally me back. Now, we guys have to understand. Listen, I bought some snacks tonight. We gonna eat tonight, you feel me? And I wanna talk about the weekends. Shout out to all my guys out there in my 20s. If you're in your 20s, put a 44 in the chat. I wish somebody would have told me this. Nobody told me this, but it is what it is. I just feel like if you really, want to start a business, if you're really on the grind, if you're really an entrepreneur, I feel like the weekends, Monday is really Friday. And I'm gonna say this again, when you get to where you want to be, and listen, Monday, you feel me, is really Friday. You feel me? Friday, we work like it's Monday. You feel me? Flip it in reverse. You feel me? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, listen, going out to the bar, why go out to the bar? And guys got to stop and think, why go to the bar where you can have a mansion and you can build your own bar? All the money you spending, all the crypto you wasting, popping bottles, you got to stop and think. You could have just put a down payment on the mansion, had your own bar, serve your own non-alcoholic daiquiris. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? See, the system is designed to keep you stuck. It's designed to have you not thinking, going out on the weekends? What? You can get a mansion and you can host your own events on the weekends. You don't even have to leave your house. And I'm gonna say this again, everything can come to you. Weekends, listen, we don't chase, we attract. Going out on the weekends, listen, to each his own. To me, if I step out once in a while, it's like Bruce Wayne off of Batman. You feel me? To the Batmobile. But why would I go out on a Friday night when I could drop content? And my main thing is, I don't want to live stream other people. I don't want to do that. People do it. I feel like they be forcing it. Hey, what's there to do in Scottsdale? You know the answer. You just want to hear somebody else say. So with that being said, I'm not live streaming people. So what am I doing on a Friday night as a content creator? Well, after this, I'm also going to the gym. So I'm gonna make this video. Then after I make this video, then I'm going to the gym. But why would I go out on a Friday night when I could drop content? You guys have to understand. See, content, guys be complaining on YouTube, but they don't put in the work. You feel me? Listen, YouTube, you guys have to understand, it doesn't matter what you did yesterday. YouTube is a constant day-to-day thing. So if you really want to run up the numbers on YouTube, how you partying on a Friday night? You see what I'm saying? You guys have to understand, this is the time to get ahead. You feel me? You feel me? Like, we gonna let other people do what they do, but to all my guys out there, that's not where you wanna be. You guys have to understand, on a Friday night, why you don't get under the bright lights? On a Friday night, why you don't drop content tonight on a Friday night? You gonna hang out with your boys. Let me tell you guys something, these boys ain't your boys. They're gonna mess with your woman when your back turned. They're gonna mess with your favorite one at that. Your favorite ex at that. They gonna mess with your favorite ex at that when your back turned. And you wanna go out with these guys. You wanna go to the clubs with these guys. You wanna hang out on Friday and Saturday night with these guys, the same guys that's gonna turn around, take your so-called right-hand man, gonna take his right hand and put on your girl right-hand thigh. Listen, stop going out with these guys. These guys are not to be going out with. These guys are not your friend. They're gonna fall off. They're not gonna beat at the finish line. I'm telling you from experience. When it's all said and done on a Friday night, FLS, we putting in work and we going berserk. And I'm gonna say this again, on a Friday night, listen, we putting in work and we going berserk. You guys have to understand, like, it's so simple. The more you chase woman, the less you gonna take care of yourself, the less you gonna be focused, the less you gonna drop content. Let me tell you guys something, you don't have to chase. All you gotta do is work while everybody else is playing. Work while everybody else is sleeping. Work while everybody else is hesitating. Work while everybody else is pump faking. It's so simple. It's really so simple. It's really so simple. It's really so simple. See, when it's all said and done, you know, when you going out on a weekend, you gotta ask yourself, are you really treating yourself? You see what I'm saying? And my main thing is this, you know, it's a lifestyle that, you know, I do believe that, you know, it's rather extreme. A lot of people can't handle it, a lot of people can't take it, but I do believe that until a man gets to where he needs to be in life, you gotta call the ISO play. And I'm gonna say this again, back against the wall, it's on the ball. I'm trying to tell you guys, treat yourself, don't beat yourself, you know? See, my main thing is this. You gotta treat yourself, don't beat yourself, you know? You gotta eat up. I just had a whole thing. I had a whole pot of baked chicken. I had like 16 chicken legs to myself. Now we coming back. We got the flow water. Matter of fact, put that right there, flow water. You know what I mean? Because I'm about to flow on this live. And I'm gonna say this again, got the flow water because I'm about to flow on this live. You guys have to. Tripod went down, tripod went down, tripod man down, tripod man down. Tripod man down, tripod man down, tripod man down. We got a better view. Sometimes you gotta fall just to get a better view. You know what I mean? So my main thing is this, you know, you guys have to understand. I think it was the flow water. The flow water just balance it out. You guys have to understand. See, a lot of guys have to realize that in order to get out your situation, you gotta get fired up. Listen, when you coming out the huddle, like I said, we help each other. You feel me? When I come to YouTube, I'm like the coach. When I come to YouTube, I want you guys to get fired up. I have heard about situations where guys had cars and the front bumper wouldn't shut. I never been at that stage in my life. You see what I'm saying? I had car problems, but I never had it to a point where my front bumper couldn't shut. When I hear stories about guys with front bumpers that couldn't shut, those stories get me fired up, and I got to rally the troops. We got to make a comeback. You guys have to understand, life is a beautiful thing. It's a buffet. Whatever you want out there, tell yourself it's a buffet. See, society doesn't want you to know life is a buffet. Whatever you want, it's an abundance out there. It's a buffet. The question is, are you going to get your eat on? And I'm gonna say this again. The real question is, are you going to eat on these streets? Listen, if you go 2 to 3 days without eating, listen, that's a problem. Houston, we got a problem. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to the 9th Ward. Shout out to the 4th Ward. Shout out to all the wards. You guys have to understand. Going so hard, bringing home to Vince Lombardi. I should win an award. You guys have to understand. Whatever you going through in life, you guys got to get pumped up. That's why I come to YouTube and I say, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Because when you get where you want to be, you're going to wake up super fired up. You're going to wake up super motivated. You're going to wake up super inspired, because then you know you're where you want to be. But until you arrive, you guys have to understand emotions, motion over emotion. You feel me? Emotions. Let me tell you guys something. I told myself tonight I'm going to get 2 things. I'm going to get 2 yogurts. 2 yogurts. And I'm going live. I got yogurt number 1, yogurt number 2, and I'm live. You guys have to understand, I'm not going out to the club. You feel me? Like me, I'm smarter than that. I'm not going out to the club. I'm not going out to party. I'm putting in that work. Listen, you guys have to understand, men are going through it every hour to the hour. You guys have to understand, God has your back. God has your back. God did not send you here to just be sleeping in the parking lot, clueless. God did not send you here to be walking around going crazy. And a lot of men are going crazy. You guys have to understand, no, snap out of it, fight back. Let me tell you guys something. If your back is against the wall, get out, get off of that wall. And I'm gonna say this again, if your back is against the wall, get off of the wall, get out of the corner. You guys have to understand, life is all about your viewpoint. It's how you view it. You got to see yourself as a warrior. You got to see yourself in a fight, not a physical fight, not you fighting others, but you got to see yourself in a physical fight. And when you see yourself in a physical fight, you got to stop and ask yourself, why would I want to go out on the weekends when I could fight? You feel me? If tomorrow's not promised, and if what would you do for today? Are you going to party for today? Are you going to get a section for today? When it's all said and done, they want us out here not focused. I'm here to tell you, if you move to a new city, you got to lock in. You cannot move to a new city and lose. You cannot move to a new state and lose. You cannot move to a new country and lose. Every step of the way, you guys have to understand, there is nothing holding you back. Everybody, to all my supporters out there, I've done my research. I looked at apartments in almost every part of America, in almost every part of the world. And I'm here to tell you, if you, listen, if you're willing to drop 4K, you in 4K. And I'm gonna say this again, a lot of things out here are really not that expensive. You just, it's all about your mindset. And as content creators, we can run a 4K. So when it's all said and done, what's really expensive? Nothing is expensive. The sky's the limit. And I'm gonna say this again, nothing is expensive. The sky's the limit. The question is, are you gonna sit back and look at others, or are you gonna step up and step your game up? And I'm gonna say this again, listen, nothing in America is expensive. Now, when you go into the real estate, okay, that's different, you feel me? More of a commitment. But we're talking about renting. We're talking about no commitment, living in any city, living in any country. Listen, 4K, listen, I'm here to tell you as a content creator, 4K, listen, that's light work. Everybody put LW in the chat, that's light work. Right now, in the age of social media, everything has now became light work. It's light work. All you gotta do is work and understand that low key is light work. Listen, we was in the penthouse at 8,000 subscribers. Not at 50, not at 40, not at 30. To everybody that's new to the channel, we was at the penthouse, 8K subscribers. You know why? Because we were working. If you're willing to put in the work, you could live in Boston. If you're willing to put in the work, you could live in New York City. If you're willing to put in the work, you could live in Miami. If you're willing to put in the work, you could live in LA, Calabasas. When it's all said and done, it is what it is. Listen, stop thinking things are hard. Stop thinking that things are difficult. Nothing is hard out here. Nothing is difficult. It's all about your blueprint. You gotta map it out and trap it out. Once you map it out and trap it out, you're gonna realize it's too easy. Everybody put EM in a chat. It's easy money. And I'm gonna say this again, it's easy. It's literally easy. All you gotta do is hold on, because see, life is mental. And when you're going through it mentally, listen, sometimes it's natural to let go of the steering wheel. That's what you don't want to do. And I'm going to say this again. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to let go of the steering wheel. That's what you don't want to do. You got to hold on. 9 out of 10, after you done fought, after you done throw your last blow, sometimes all you got to do is hold on. You guys have to understand, right now, I am still in an all-out war. I'm still in an all-out battle. They probably say, Mr. Keep It Simple, how you surviving? Easy, because I'm holding on. I know better. I know better. See, when you hold on, 9 out of 10, listen, you still locked in. You feel me? Right now, guess what? No matter what happens, I'm still locked in. I'm still locked in. You guys have to understand. The weekends, like I said, let your friends go out. Let your friends do what they gotta do. Let your friends go to their Halloween costume parties. You feel me? Let them go out. Don't judge them. But you guys have to understand, while they out there partying, listen, you locked in. While they out there chasing, you locked in.
You're like, yes.
Understand. Shout out to the chat.
Hi.
What's good? How you?
How are you?
Good.
I like your hair.
I
Your hat.
appreciate that. Appreciate that. How you feeling tonight?
Oh, good. I'm just walking with my girl.
No, that's what's up. You look nice tonight.
I'm walking her, and she's walking the dog.
No, that's what's up.
What are you doing?
Doing YouTube?
You're on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what we doing. We locked in, eating yogurt, living.
I like you're famous on YouTube.
Am I famous? What do you consider famous?
What are you?
I would say I'm humble. I'm like around 50,000. I don't think that's famous. I think we still
I
gonna
think
come
you
up.
are.
Oh, you think I'm famous? Yeah, that's what's up. Appreciate
Hi.
that.
Come here. She walks you, say. I walk you. You walk. Yeah. You live here?
Of course.
You live at the house?
No. 5 minutes on the street though.
Okay.
Can't disclose everything on YouTube, but you know the
You're
vibes.
still alive.
Yeah, we still live, but they can't see you, but I can see you though. So
Why
What's
are
up?
you wearing sunglasses?
Say that again.
Can I say hi?
Can you say hi to who?
Your followers?
Oh, if you want to come on, show love. Why not? We just eating yogurt.
Come on, girl. Have some fun.
She want to come through, sip it up.
Hi.
You know
I'm
the
a new
vibes.
friend.
New friends,
Neighbor.
new vibes.
Hi. Hope
Just that
everyone's
simple.
having a wonderful night.
Just that simple.
Yes. There's other things.
Triple salute. God bless you.
You as well.
In the building. You know the vibes. We locked in. I told you guys, stay locked in Friday night. And I'm gonna say this again, stay locked in Friday night. You guys have to understand, it's all about staying focused. And when I say it's all about staying focused, it's literally all about staying focused. A lot of people don't understand, but that happens all day, every day. But my main thing is, what could I do when I got pages to run? Say that again? Say bless. I got pages to run. What could I do? I got pages to run. People gotta understand, like, a lot of guys, you feel me, they going out here, and then this is why they get mad at women. That's why they get mad at women, because they knew they should have been locked in. Then they're gonna go out, then they're gonna fall for the bait, then they're gonna fall for the trap, and then when things go right, they gonna be like, you know what, my YouTube channel could have been here, my YouTube channel could have been here, but then I was messing with her. And then that's when they start to point their finger at women. That's when they start to blame women. That's when they start to say, listen, my life is here because I was, no, no, no. You guys have to understand. We got to lock in. This is normal. When you look like this, I be trying to tell people without telling people because I don't, listen, when you look like this, let me tell you guys something. Listen, I walked in the gas station and the woman said, I know that's right. My main thing is to all the FLS soldiers, you guys have to understand on a day-to-day basis. When I mean on a day-to-day basis, listen, I saw this one woman today, she was walking, she just licked her tongue out and she just put it to the top of her nose. I'm like, yo, and she held it there for like 10 seconds. I'm like, listen, at this first person view, I gotta get to the finish line. Everybody put FL for the finish line. I gotta get to the finish line. I got to get to the finish line. Somebody say, talk that. Listen, people don't understand. Listen, people say I was going crazy, right? But the FLS, they be supporting me when I do my diamonds. Everybody put a diamond in the chat. You guys have to understand, in society, if you look like this, you don't even have to try. That's what I be trying to tell dudes, you feel me? Like, and it's hard to explain because it's like, when it's all said and done, like when I said we don't chase, we attract, people don't understand, you feel me? And my main thing is like, you know what I mean? You guys have to understand, like in Phoenix, Arizona, it's like a lot of guys don't really be buff. So you guys have to understand where I live. I would say like I'm in the probably top, everybody put 1.5%. I'm in the top 1.5%. So when I step outside and I be doing my diamonds, people be saying I'm going crazy. Listen, you guys have to understand. But doing the diamonds make you look like this. When you look like this, you guys have to understand. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. People don't understand. They don't. I don't even have to try. That's why I be focused on the content, because when it's all said and done, when it comes to the women, you guys have to understand. Everywhere I go, when I mean everywhere I go, Target, I'm the Target. Walmart, they all star. Walmart, they treat me like an all-star. Walmart, I make the cars park. You got to stay focused on the bigger picture. Because a lot of guys, they don't think what's next. Everybody put WN in the chat, what's next, you feel me? You see a woman, she on you, okay, bet. You quote unquote listen to these guys talking about looks maxing, and then they talking about body game, okay, bet, what's next? You get the number, what's next? What's next? What are you gonna do? You feel me? A lot of these guys are just pump faking. They just getting numbers to get numbers on cameras. No, listen, let me tell you guys something. When it's all said and done, the timing ain't right. Right now, as a YouTuber, you feel me? She asked me, am I famous? I said, no, I'm humble. I said, I got 50K, I ain't famous. You guys have to understand. Listen, the timing ain't right. Everybody put the clock in the chat. Put the clock in the chat. That's what I be trying to tell you guys. Trying to do the right thing at the wrong time. You guys have to understand. Where's the Mopar? Like, where's the Mopar? You know what I mean? If a shorty see me, we're gonna slide out. We gotta slide out in that Mopar. If we don't see the Mopar, we gotta drop content. No Mopar, there's only content. Guys don't understand. They just don't understand. We are in the building tonight. It is so real out here because a lot of guys don't understand. I told you guys the concrete is hiring, but people be like, yo, you guys have to understand. Now, in order to see what happened, you feel me? Shorty came through the gate because it's a gate right here. So boom, she came through the gate. That's through the gate. Like she came through the gate. You feel me? No CO. You feel me? Like came through the gate. It's crazy. Came through the gate. That's what I'm saying. Yo, these ones will come through the gate. You ain't gotta worry. They'll come through the gate. They'll come through the tunnel. You guys have to understand. See, when you look like this, and this is why I be trying to tell you guys, when you get to this point, listen, it's all about really staying focused because listen, it's too much temptation. Like I said, I saw this one joint. She was looking at her lips. Like this is just man talk. Really man talk. So this one joint, she just started looking at her lips. You know what I mean? Like Chuck was thinking of pastrami. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So then I saw another one. She started looking at her lips and she hopped on her tippy toes, like right in front of me. I'm like, yo, people gotta understand. People gotta understand. Listen, when I tell you guys, the maniacs, we gotta be crazy because my main thing is, listen, every day I gotta throw back Bass NFC. People ask me why I wear Bass Pro. Don't worry about that. Every day I gotta throw back the fish in the sea because it's crazy. I'm talking about every day I wake up It'd be like new games. And with new games, it'd be like new visuals. I'd be like, yo, what do I do? What do I do? People gotta understand my first person view is so crazy. I don't need like to tell you guys about it. You see what I'm saying? But like it is what it is. You feel me? Like I don't even know what to do. It's so crazy. And you gotta understand this is a first live. This is just an intro. So the second live, we doing Diamonds tonight and we going to the gym. You guys have to understand 2026. See, I had to celebrate hard times. Everybody put an HT in the chat. Hard times. I had to celebrate hard times. You feel me? I had to celebrate hard times. Shorty walked up and then still walked back. I was like, goodbye. She probably like, why he ain't gonna get the number? Because where am I going to take you? I'm not taking you back to my house. Listen, I got to work. I got channels. Everybody put SC. Everybody put 7C in the chat. I have 7 channels. Right now, the 3rd is about to get monetized. The 4th is about to get monetized. I have 7 channels. I got work to do. You guys have to understand, like, it's real out here. A lot of guys, what happens is they got to learn how to control their emotions while they got work to do. We got work to do. That's what you guys have to understand. We got to lock in. We got to lock in. We got to pull up. We got to push up. You guys have to understand it's real out here. Listen, we not out here pump faking. We not out here listen, we not out here capping. When it's all said and done, if you got work to do, you don't have time. And the thing about living in Phoenix, Arizona, you guys have to understand, around this area, you don't have any melanated guys. So you guys have to understand, like, I'm like the only melanated guy that's just walking around looking like this. Listen, you guys, thank the Lord for everything. When I mean thank the Lord for everything, thank the Lord for everything, because I did not know about Phoenix, Arizona 4 years ago. I did not know about Phoenix, Arizona 5 years ago. When it's all said and done, I was never thinking about this place. But you guys have to understand, it's easy for me to lock in here. And I'm gonna tell you, all you guys out here, we don't really like I'm telling you guys, it's really easy to lock in because it's too easy. Everybody put a T and an E in the chat. It's too easy. If you live in Phoenix and you out here in the suburbs, it's just too easy. Like, I don't even have to try. Somebody said I'm a narcissist. I'm not a narcissist. I'm just a guy, you feel me? That, you know what I mean? That just, you know, I rally the troops, and in return to me rallying the troops, I guess they could listen, that troop talk, right? Listen, everybody put TT for that troop talk. That troop talk. Why is it too easy? Because let me tell you guys something. Like, I got the tripod right there, right? I got that right there, right? But you guys have to understand, like this, I be walking around, you feel me? So my main thing is, like, when you walk around like this, yo, it just be too easy. I be just walking around like this, it be too easy, you feel me? Like, you gotta understand, like it's a gate right here, you feel me? Like, shorty came through a gate, you feel me? You guys have to understand, it's just, but this happens every day, every hour to the hour. This happens like clockwork. So my main thing is, you probably thinking, Mr. Skip Simple, what can you do next? I could tell you what I could do next. I could run it up. And I'm gonna say this again. They say, Mr. Skip Simple, what can you do next? I can run it up. You guys have to understand. Let me tell you guys something. Everybody put an A in the chat. I try to tell you guys, there's an abundance. The only way that you could let stuff go back in the water is unless you think it's an abundance. Most guys, they cannot just let things go back in the water. They gotta hop on everything, jump on everything. No, when it's all said and done, you guys have to understand, until I cross that finish line, let me tell you guys something. Now, on this journey, was there things, you know, that I was like, yo, let me get your number? Yeah, you know what I mean? But I was just flirting. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. You feel me? Just flirting. But when it's all said and done, you guys have to understand. You guys have to understand, when you walk around looking like this, and I'm gonna say this again, when you walk around looking like this, you got to be humble with this. You got to be humble with this. When you walk around looking, you got to be humble. You just can't be walking around like this, talking about looks maxing, because then you're gonna be accepting every phone number. You're gonna be going out on mad dates. You're gonna be going to pizzerias. When it's all said and done, it is what it is. You're gonna be going to pizzerias. You're gonna be all over the town. You're gonna be all over the place. And then you gonna be like, yo, where my money at? You know why? You accepting everything. My main thing is until I get that land, until I get that property, when it's all said and done, we out here playing real life Monopoly. And I'm gonna say this again, until we get that land, until we get that property, we out here playing real live Monopoly. Listen, we locked in. When I tell you guys we locked in, you probably thinking, how locked in is locked in? Listen, let me tell you guys something. Listen, everywhere I go, now, till like I said today, it was so real, I had to take a nap. I saw a shorty today, she literally put her tongue. She put her tongue on her top. She put her tongue on her top, and she just left it there. She left it there like the hood was up, like she was checking the radiator. She just put, I'm like, yo, I gotta drop this content. I gotta focus, I gotta lock in, I gotta drop this content. Cause what happens is, when you start messing with chicks, I've been there before in 2023, you start messing with these chicks, and then at the end of the day, they be like, yo, why he ain't recording? Why he ain't recording? You feel me? A lot of people gotta understand, like I did SR for like 4 years, but 2023, I was in California, no Calabasas. And I'm gonna say this again, I was in California, no Calabasas. You guys have to understand. And then the content goes down because it's like, yo, why would I drop content when I could be out here cracking something? And that's how the game goes. Guys they be at their best when they isolated. Everybody, listen, I started a live, ISO. Everybody put an I in the chat, ISO. You guys have to understand, when a man is isolated, bro, they will listen, they will fall from the sky. They will fall from the sky. They were probably agents. 9 out of 10. Listen, when you out here in the matrix, you gotta understand some of these people are probably agents. That was probably agents. He was probably sent by the government. Who knows? They were probably agents. You guys have to understand. It's real out here. It's real out here. Her friend was there. Her friend was even cop blocking. You know it's real. And guess what? Her friend was black. Stop. No way. Say they so. Her friend was black. So you already know the dynamics. You feel me? You see a woman. You feel me? And in the matrix, she tends to look white. And then she has a black friend. You know the vibes. You guys have to understand. Game 7. It was a match set up for me to come through off the back, go boom shakalaka. And what do? We with the chat. FLS, you feel me? Guys have to understand. But they don't understand it. Like I said before, I started this live. Somebody say, yo, you was going crazy on your last live. That's because I'm with the set. We with the set. See, when you with the set, it be kind of hard. Shout out to my guy in the building with the super chat. You see what I'm saying? When you with the set, it's kind of hard to understand. That's what she's like. You live now? I'm like, yeah, I'm live now. She's like, I want to be on YouTube. Come on, get on. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I was just on, and you probably thinking, Mr. Ebison, but what did you do? I was just like, yo, you know the vibes. Yeah, it's normal. It's natural. You feel me? Because you guys have to understand. Like, a lot of people don't understand, but I was born in Frankfurt, Germany. So in my mindset, I'm like, yo, I don't have to try to be European. Like you guys have to understand. It's real out here. It's really real out here. And people don't understand that. They don't understand the struggle. They don't understand the discipline. They don't understand what we go through on a daily basis, walking around looking like action figures. You see what I'm saying? But listen, I gotta get to this because see, this is what I be talking about because like this lifestyle right here, they be like, Mr. Keep It Simple, it seems extreme, it seems boring. But the more your life is boring, the more it be getting crazier. People gotta understand. Like, I'm just a guy that enjoys eating parfaits in the suburbs, working out, and that's it. People will be like, well, it's not a real, hood lifestyle. Listen, you guys have to understand. I'm smart. I understand the concept that all the greats will go extreme isolation. I got another one, abundance. We believe in abundance. We just don't get one yogurt. We get 2 yogurts. But this is everywhere. You guys have to understand, and a lot of people they don't realize that on the West Coast, this ain't like the South. This ain't like the South. They pulling up on you. They pulling up on you. You know, so it's like the suburban life. How is it? I will rather say that it is one for the ages. Mr. Keep It Simple, how would you say the suburban life is? Walking around, single with no kids. Well, I will say, it's one for the ages. Take two. Now, you guys have to understand. A lot of people got to understand. Somebody said 5-0, pull it up. They be cheering for me, bro. They be cheering for me, bro. They know me by face. They be cheering for me, bro. Pull up at a gas station, like, you going live tonight? They be cheering for me, bro. I'm telling you, like, it's different over here, bro. It's really different over here. You guys have to understand. At this point, we will continue to keep eating more. I need to get a rice cooker. Everybody put RC in the chat for rice cooker. I gotta get at least 15 more. Listen, no, 20 more pounds. Everybody put 20 LBS in the chat. 20 more pounds. 20 more pounds it is. I'm like, listen, I'm not Saint Nick. Get off my lap. I'm not Saint Nick. I'm not Santa Claus. What are you doing? Get off my lap. 20 more pounds. I'm telling you guys, you got to eat up. Eat up. Listen, if you unemployed, eat up. So a lot of people got to understand. Being righteous, it ain't easy. I don't care what nobody's saying. Nobody's perfect, but self-development is worth it. I try my best to be righteous. Because, listen, I got joints right now. Like, when you going to come through, slide through. I'm telling them straight up. I ain't going to slide through, because if I slide through, I'm going to try to crack. They be like, that's what I want you to do. I'm like, nah. I can't do that. I got to stay focused. You got to understand. See, when you, listen, in life, it's not about what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's not about what came first, the sausage McMuffin or the McGriddle. Yo, we got another super chat in the building. FLS, listen. Let me tell you guys something. It's real out here. And that's why I be with the troops, because I know you buff like me too. I know you getting the same resource like me too. And if you not, I'm here to tell you that's how it happens, bro. Once again, instant replay. You guys have to understand. There is a gate. If you know what I mean? They gonna communicate with you through a gate. No limit. No limit. You probably think, well, Mr. Keep It Simple, what would have happened if you were taking a number down? Oh, I would have told you what would have happened. What would have happened is, she was like, oh, let's link up. And I would have came through it like, boom, boom, boom. The next thing you know, it would have been like, yo. She would have been like, yo, I want a relationship. I'm like, I can't, I'm a content creator. Then she would have been like, oh, well, you use me. Shannon Sharp. I'm like, I ain't Shannon Sharp, you. You see what I'm saying? You guys have to understand. You got to think bigger picture. Everybody put BP in the chat, bigger picture. And what's next? A lot of people just be living for the short term. No. Can't be out here living for the short term. You got to think bigger picture. You feel me? Like, you got to control your emotions. You feel me? Let me make sure we got the camera angle right. All right, back. You guys have to understand. I'm trying to tell you that when we go hard in the paint, they don't understand how hard we going. They don't understand the discipline. They don't understand the sacrifice. They don't understand. You guys have to understand. They out here talking about celebrities sleeping with some. What? Listen, in real life, In real life, listen, listen, this is like, in real life, this is top. Listen, in real life, in reality, let me tell you guys something. I don't need a blue check. This is keep it simple. But don't you have an Instagram? Why would I have an Instagram when I could come outside looking like this? Wouldn't you come outside looking like this? What? Who needs a blue check? A blue who? A blue what? And I'm gonna say this again. A blue who? A blue what? Let me tell you guys something. My fellow soldiers, we shall fight in the middle of night. We shall fight in the afternoon. When the devil comes and wants us to goon, we shall fight in the afternoon. We will fight in the morning while we're yawning. We will fight. And we will fight till the end. See, the FLS, we are a group of men. We respect women. Everybody put RW in the chat. I respect women. So I understand some women might, listen, let me tell you guys something. I respect women. That's why I got to run it up. I feel like if you're not super established, everybody put SSE, super established. If you're not super established, you got to fight your way out of poverty. And if they can't understand that, you got to tell these women, like Wyclef said, I'll be going to November. I'll be going to November. Tell my girl I'll be going to November. You guys have to understand. Right now, guess what the lucky month is? The lucky month is November. You guys have to understand. You got to take off. Everybody put TO in the chat. You got, listen, no, clear the runway. CTR. Everybody put CTR in the chat. Estoy cruzando mis dedos, por favor. Ya tú sabes. Que lo que dime. Now you guys have to understand. CTR. Stay strong this month. Let me tell you guys something. Until I can take care of her grandmother, I got work to do. You feel me? You guys have to understand. I know my end game. I know my end game. I don't know what country it is as of yet, but when I pull up, you fine? Your grandmother fine? Your grandmother your grandmother coming in a guest room. Your grandmother coming in a guest suite. Your grandmother, she living with us now. You feel me? The grandmother. Guys, how you gonna love these women but you don't love the grandmother? The abuela coming. The abuela is coming. The abuela is coming. The abuela bad too. Ooh, the abuela bad. Abuela get the guest room. Abuela get the whole guest suite. You guys have to understand, we coming through as professional providers. We are coming through as professional providers. We not playing. A lot of people be trying to go for the hot pocket. We don't want anything instant. We don't want any hot pocket nonsense. You guys have to understand, we not with this cookie cutter, Betty Crocker nonsense. And I'm gonna say this again, we not with that hot pocket nonsense, cookie cutter, Betty Crocker nonsense. When it's all said and done, listen, we played a long-term game. Everybody put LT. Imagine dealing with this man. What? Imagine? Listen, I don't know what that was about. That was probably a typo. You probably meant to say, imagine watching content without this man. That's probably what you meant to say. Typos happen every day. Trust and believe. I know those androids be acting up. And I'm gonna say this again. I know those androids be acting up. But you guys have to understand, when it's all said and done, I will say that in my life, I couldn't walk 3 months ago. I know a lot of supporters will be saying, Mr. Keep It Simple, you couldn't walk. I know. This is what it's come to. This is what it's come to. Once you lock in, this is what it's come to. If I have a latte in Boston, what do you think is going to happen in Boston? They're going to run up on me in Boston. If I go to Austin, what do you think is going to happen to me in Austin? When I'm sipping a latte, the women are going to run up on me. You guys have to understand, I don't have to worry about women anymore, because when you walk around looking like this, they know he survived He survived. He survived the Hunger Games. Everybody put HG in the chat for the Hunger Games. Sprinkle on top. A little sprinkle there. Suburban living. A little sprinkle there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You guys have to understand. When I tell you guys, I don't have to try. They be like, oh, you hating on red pill coaches. I don't hate on red pill coaches. One thing red pill coaches do not tell you to do, they do not tell you to straight go outside like a gorilla. You guys have to understand, when you go outside like a gorilla, these women are not used to seeing that in the year 2025. They used to seeing guys that are walking around wearing Skechers in Fat Farm. You guys in two-tone do-rags. You guys have to understand, and bonnets. You guys have to understand. I'm really telling you that. Right now, we are at 44 minutes. I don't know what happened. The live just started. The live just started. How did the live just started? And we're already at 44 minutes. This is Go Ultra. You guys have to understand. So, at the end of all the hustling and transporting and driving with the money you transport after you transport, how would you say you're enjoying life in the suburbs, Mr. Keep It Simple? Well, I will say it's just one for the ages. Now, I don't know if the next live I should go off this topic, but if not, we're gonna finish off strong on this topic. Everybody put IPP in the chat. This is very important to understand that another super chat in the building. We were just about to get into it. Another super chat in the building to everybody out there. Full-time YouTubers now. We're doing full-time YouTube now. Shout out to super chat in the building. You guys have to understand. Shout out to my guy in the building, 19. Let's go. You guys have to understand. Let me tell you guys something. These women, I told you guys, they are cheering for us. They are rooting for us. And I'm gonna say this again, they are cheering for us. They are rooting for us. They have their invisible pom-poms rooting for us. You guys have to be easy and be calm on this journey. Don't take anything to the head. Somebody say this is why the chase game. No, it's no such thing as chase game. See, when you look like this, it's the end. You gotta understand, FB final boss. A lot of people don't realize, but you gotta see yourself as the final boss. You gotta see yourself as the showdown between you and Dr. Robotnik. You guys have to understand, like, we, FLS, we're the final bosses. There is no chase. When they see us, it's either they see us as Dr. Robotnik or they get off of it. And I'm gonna say this again. Either they see us Dr. Robotnik or they get off of it. It is what it is. We're the final boss. We're the last stage. Listen, we're the 12th round. It is what it is. You guys have to understand, there is no chase. When it comes to me, you guys have to understand, if a woman disappears, I'm recouping that. You ain't going to just fly off on me. You ain't going to disappear on me. You fly off on me, you disappear on me. I'm coming to YouTube and I'm saying these women be flying. They be flying. They be taking off like eagles. This is Falcon season. So at the end of the day, I'm good. I'm a consecrator. If a woman ever flake on me and fly off on me, I'm running to YouTube and say, I met this woman one day and she flew off the next day. Everybody go say, yeah, content, run up the revenue, run up the revenue. No, it's different for me. It's different for me. If a woman ghost on me, I'm gonna say they out here like Casper the Friendly Ghost, and they ain't friendly. Run up the remedy. When it's all said and done, I'm good. I got 0 problems. Everybody put 0P and put the woman emoji. I got 0 problems when it comes to women because when it's all said and done, most of them feel me at the final boss. But for the little 2% that's gonna fly away, I'm gonna tell her every time they fly away and they take off, oh, they flying now. They flying now. They ghosting now. They ghosting now. Or they just disappearing in midair. Poof. They going through buildings now. They disappearing. They was here yesterday. Then you were like, where's she at? You feel me? So my main thing is I'm good. I got 0 problems when it comes to women. Because if one disappear, I'm recouping that situation for 2 weeks. I'm getting 2 weeks of back pay. You sold me a dream that I'm getting 2 weeks of back pay. You disappear on me, I'm coming on YouTube. I believe I can fly. I'm telling you how it is. If a woman ever ghosts me, I'm coming to YouTube and say, be careful, guys. They be out here, abracadabra. Tell her how it is. You feel me? Listen, my main thing is, I'm a consecrator. You see what I'm saying? I got 0 problem, but my main thing, I want to let you guys know that the women right now ain't the issue. What's the issue is the endurance. Everybody put an E in the chat for endurance, and that's how we're going to finish this live. Friday night. Time to pack it up. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into the live. Shout out to the set FLS. We packing up. We out of here. Let's go. Let's get ready for part 2. Is there a part 2 coming? Is there a part 2 coming? That's like asking what came first, the sausage muffin or the McGriddle? You know, typical, just, walking around, shopping, typical, just holding a bag. I'm trying to tell you, listen, you guys have to understand. And before I finish this live, somebody had the nerve to call me a narcissist. I'm like, a narcissist? Do you see, when I tell people other kings gotta win, do you see how we help the fish to go back in the sea? You feel me? Somebody tonight, they gonna say, no, are you single? They gonna be like, yeah. They gonna be like, yo, who passed that up? Mr. Keep it simple. I got content to make. Then I gotta go to the gym. Then I gotta drop gym content tonight. Listen, let me tell you guys something. It's never too late. When I tell you guys, it's never too late. It's never too late to turn your life around. You guys have to understand. And when I mean you guys have to understand, listen, the concrete is hiring. People be like, yo, is the concrete really hiring? Listen. I couldn't walk 2 weeks. I couldn't walk 3 months ago. I know. 3 months ago, it was tough. But you guys have to understand that alarm clock going off. Matter of fact, before we finish this live, let me stand up because we got a couple more minutes left. We got a couple more minutes left on this live, and we're just gonna have to walk away. But you guys have to understand, it's like, a couple more minutes left on this live, but you guys have, hold on, let me get my bag. Exit over there. Okay. Listen, you can turn your life around, and you can get work anywhere. When I mean anywhere, you can get work anywhere. The bag now becomes work. You can get work anywhere. You feel me? Don't ever think that you can't get work. Now, before I finish this live, you guys have. They're gonna say, Mr. Keep It Simple. Can we get a diamond before you finish this live? Oh, you want a set of diamonds? That's what you want? That's what the people want? Live coming to an end. Live coming to an end. Just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Gonna catch you guys on another chat, another episode. Just remember, tomorrow's a new day. Keep putting in that work and trust and believe. Thank you guys for tuning in. And understand that nobody's gonna give it to you. Nobody's just gonna come and give you this. Nobody's just gonna say, hey, do you want this? It's not what they're gonna do. It will never happen like that. It will never go down like that. You guys have to understand, the concrete is hiring. And I'm gonna say this again, the concrete is hiring. Thank you guys for tuning in. Motion over emotions. And I'm trying to tell them, motion over emotions, because 3 months ago, it was hard for me to walk. It's the replay. See, you guys have to understand. You got to love life. It's a buffet. It's really a buffet out here. It's really a buffet. Every day is a buffet of opportunities. You gotta love it. You just got to love it. It's a replay. I'm telling you. Shout out to the chat. And I'm gonna say this again. Shout out to the chat. Somebody say showing those guns. No, this right here, this is standard. Everybody put S in the chat for standard. This ain't even where we want to be. Let me get a better light. I don't want to, this is not where I want to be. This is not it for me. This is not it for me. This is just a holding stage. This is the holding period. Everybody put HP for holding period. I need 20 more pounds on these things. You know what I'm saying? This is the holding period. This ain't it for me. This ain't it for me. What came first? The sausage, the muffin, or the McGriddle? This ain't it for me. This ain't it. This is just a holding period of determination, of tenacity. This ain't it. We will overcome. We shall overcome these gains. This right here is what you call gorilla gains. I got to get them silverbacks. Know the difference. You got gorillas, then you got the silverbacks. We graduate into the silverback class. This is gorilla class. And the gorilla class, of course. But this ain't it. I got dreams. I got silverback plans. This ain't it. This ain't it, man. This ain't it. I will fight through. I will win. Give me about a couple months. I'm about to get a rice cooker. Everybody put an RC in the chat. I'm getting a rice cooker. We're eating pastries. We're eating Danishes, cheesecakes. You feel me? This ain't it. This ain't it. That's why I can't entertain anything that's like, yo, you look at me. This ain't it. This is just a holding point. This is just you only gonna be here for 2 months point. This ain't it for me. This ain't it. Let me tell you guys something before I finish this live. You can do it. And I'm gonna say this again. You can do it. Trust in God. God doesn't make mistakes. You can do it. Let it breathe.